When do speakers use anecdotes? Often we are most familiar with what happened with our friend. Two friends having a conversation, sharing anecdotes. But when else would it be appropriate to use an anecdote? Anecdotes are typically within a piece of text or larger context, just like how our friend was trying to claim that cats are just as loyal as dogs. Often, writers include anecdotes at the beginning of their articles or similar as a way to introduce the topic. Anecdotes can even be used as evidence, like real life examples, but I warn you of the limitations of doing so because anecdotal evidence may not represent a whole group or phenomenon. That's why it's often supplemented with data and facts. In order to determine if an anecdote was effective, you must understand for what purpose the speaker used the anecdote. And most of you have heard good stories. You know it's an interesting story to you. So, therefore, what makes a good anecdote? For example, a good intro is nice and all, but do you want to be stuck on getting to know the characters before getting to the meat and bones of the story? Or listening to your friend go on and on and on about the same details? That's why anecdotes are to the point. Consider what makes a good story to you. And let's consider what happened or what worked in our friend's story about her cat. The heartwarming moment where she saw her cat was emotionally compelling or charged, which made you cheer. Anecdotes provide emotional or situational context, like a way to get the reader in the zone of understanding the topic. We call that pathos. Her story made you, the audience, connect with your friend, the speaker, like we are in the speaker's shoes or her perspective. And she made claims about cats, and you understood that it's because she lived through it. Anecdotes help the audience understand that the speaker knows what they're talking about, like credibility or ethos. She even used her experience as a support for the claim that cats are loyal. We can logically deduce that cats can be loyal if this cat was loyal to her. Therefore, anecdotes can be used for logos. And we'll get into an example of just how this plays out in text in our next video.